Priming effects on attitudes occur when something that happens to be on your mind or was on your mind recently influences your attitude about something else. Priming effects are usually outside of awareness, and as you might guess, are most likely to occur when you are using Kahneman's System 1 or fast thinking. What is this kind of processing called? In Petty's elaboration likelihood model. Think about that, right? Think if you can answer this question. What kind of processing in Petty's elaboration likelihood model is concurrent with Kahneman's System 1 or fast thinking? And the answer to that is peripheral processing. Remember? Okay, so priming effects are usually outside of awareness, and as you might guess, most likely to occur when you're using System 1 kind of thinking, fast thinking, or what's called Petty's elaboration likelihood model, peripheral processing. So some primes happen naturally. A fun example of one that happens naturally is that it's been noted that every time the planet Mars has been featured prominently in the news, the sale of Mars bars skyrockets too. That is exactly what happened again in 2013 when NASA landed the Pathfinder on the surface of Mars. I'm sure the shareholders of Mars Inc. wish that there was a way to create more news about Mars. Recent exciting news about Mars primes us in a way that when we are considering a candy bar, and the Mars bar is one that we like, it is more likely to come to mind than others that we like. If you are using System 1, this can be enough to induce the purchase decision. Now, suppose you were using System 2 because you were strictly counting calories and realized that the candy bar would jeopardize your calorie goal for the day. You're more involved in the decision now, so you're more likely to use System 2. In this case, you would be more likely to either reject the idea of a candy bar altogether or decide on a lower calorie Weight Watcher one, maybe, regardless of whether Mars was in the news or not. So System 1 is more vulnerable to priming effects, not System 2. Sometimes marketers intentionally prime consumers. You might remember, for example, from a prior lecture, that simply priming consumers with a credit card symbol can increase their spending. And you know something else? Sometimes System 1 gets all the bad rap. Kahneman points out that System 1 does not always result in worse decisions. There is an adaptive quality to some automatic thinking. Our minds can be trained to do some frequently performed tasks automatically, such as brushing our teeth, riding a bike, performing a sport, etc. This frees up our minds to think about more important things. Likewise, in consumer behavior, some decisions are often best left to System 1, such as, let's look at this example. When you go to the grocery store for routine products, such as milk, butter, eggs, in this case, usually this is what I usually get, simple heuristic will suffice. And this frees up the limited resources of System 2 for non-routine purchases, such as special ingredients for a new dish that we want to try.